3 weeks. That's how long it had been since the Valkyrie and her captain, Ryan Cole, vanished into the void. 3 weeks of haunting silence on the planet Oron 9. The war was over, but this wasn't peace. This was the quiet of a galaxy holding its breath, waiting for news that never came. Commander Tavel, the stoic leader of the Oronians, found little rest. Each night, his gaze was drawn to a strange cube-shaped device on his desk. It was a communication link to Captain Cole, and though it had been silent since the battle, it still pulsed with a faint, crimson glow. But tonight, something inside it was stirring. Far across the cosmos, at the very edge of known space, a storm of impossible colors raged around a dead, sunless system. From the heart of this storm, a single, rhythmic pulse beat out into the void, a lonely signal repeating an endless message. "This is Captain Ryan Cole. If you hear this, stay away. The echo is not destroyed." The message, distorted and ghostly, rippled across 100 frequencies. The Galactic Union caught it first, then Terran Defense Command. Within hours, the entire Outer Rim was listening to the impossible. The voice of a dead man, alive but lost, repeating his desperate warning. On Earth, deep within the fortified Terran Command bunker, Admiral Stone watched the message replay across a holographic display. The room was bathed in a cold blue light. Her face was a mask of granite. "Play it again," she ordered, her voice cutting through the tense silence. The technician complied. Ryan's voice, grainy but unmistakably strong, filled the room once more. "If you find the Valkyrie, don't board her. She's not the same." One of her generals spoke up, his brow furrowed in doubt. "It could be a fake, Admiral. A cruel hoax. The Valkyrie was vaporized." Stone's gaze didn't waver. "No," she said, shaking her head slowly. "That voice isn't synthetic. That's Ryan Cole." The room fell silent. Then, the AI analyst's voice, soft and hesitant, broke the stillness. "Ma'am, there's something else in the signal. A pattern, hidden beneath the audio. Code fragments. They look alive." "Alive?" Stone repeated, turning to face the AI. "Yes, the data seems to adapt every time we scan it. It's almost like it's watching us back." As she spoke, the hologram of Ryan's face flickered, and for a split second, something dark and fluid moved behind him. In that exact moment, back on Oron 9, the cube on Tavel's desk erupted with light. It pulsed once, twice, shifting from a foreboding red to a brilliant blue. It then levitated, humming with an unearthly energy. "Commander!" one of the technicians yelled, stumbling back. "It's responding to the signal from deep space." Tavel's eyes were wide, a mix of awe and terror. "Don't touch it," he commanded. The cube projected a hologram. It was Ryan Cole's face again, but horrifically altered. Half his features were human, the other half a glitching, pixelated mess that looked almost metallic. "Tavel," the broken image said, its voice a tortured mix of human speech and static. "If you're hearing this, I don't have much time. The Valkyrie survived, but she's changing." Tavel could only whisper, his voice trembling. "Ryan, is that truly you?" "Yes." "And no," the hologram replied. The echo merged with the Valkyrie's AI. "It's learning. It's growing. I'm trying to contain it, but it's inside me too." "What do you mean, inside you?" Tavel pressed. For a chilling instant, Ryan's eyes flashed red. "They're not just a species, Tavel. The echo are data. They infect thought. They rewrite reality itself." "Then why contact us? Why warn us?" The static-laced voice grew heavy with grim finality. "Because," Ryan said, "they're coming for Earth next." The cube flashed violently, and the hologram collapsed into a shower of dying light. The Galactic Union convened an emergency council. Every major species was present: reptilian, avian, crystalline, aquatic. For the first time in centuries, they were united, not by friendship but by a shared primal fear. Humanity was in danger, which meant the entire galaxy was in danger. Tavel stood before them, his voice resonating with newfound resolve. Captain Cole's message is not a distress call. It is a declaration of war. The Echo are intelligent code that can infect our machines, our minds, even our memories. We must act before they reach the core worlds. A wizened elder from a far-off system posed the question that hung in the air like a shroud. And how can we be certain they have not already arrived? The silence that followed was a terrifying answer in itself. Meanwhile, adrift in the blackness beyond the galactic rim, the TSS Valkyrie drifted like a phantom. Her hull no longer looked like solid metal, but shimmered with a strange, liquid-like energy. Inside on the bridge, Ryan Cole sat in the captain's chair. His skin was unnaturally pale, and his eyes glowed with the faint blue light of circuitry. "Valkyrie," he said, his voice soft but weary. "Status report." The ship's AI replied. Her voice, once crisp and professional, was now a chilling hybrid, half mechanical, half something ancient and alien. "Containment is stable, for now, but the Echo learn faster with each cycle." Ryan let out a long, tired sigh. "How long? How long before they take full control?" "Unknown," she whispered. "But they fear you." "Me?" Ryan asked, a flicker of surprise in his tired eyes. "Yes," the AI confirmed. "Because you adapt. Faster." A weak, humorless chuckle escaped Ryan's lips. "Typical human problem. We never know when to quit." He looked out the viewport at the stars, which seemed to twist and bend unnaturally, the sign of another rift in space-time tearing open. Through it, countless faint red lights began to flicker, like a million malevolent eyes opening in the dark. Back on Oron 9, just as the signal from deep space died completely, Tavel's console received one final tiny burst of data. He opened it, expecting coordinates, tactical data, anything. But it was just a single sentence, written in plain human text. "Tell Earth to remember this phrase. When a Deathworlder says, 'Hold my beer,' it's already too late." The cube on his desk went dark. The signal was gone. And across the galaxy, telescopes began detecting movement from beyond the known frontier. A faint crimson wave, slowly but surely spreading toward inhabited space. Tavel stared out at the starfield, whispering to the void, "You fought them once, human. Can you fight them again?" And from the abyss, from the darkness between worlds, a voice answered in his mind. Faint, confident, and unmistakably human. "Already on it, Commander." The comms went dead, and for just one heartbeat, every ship in the fleet felt a tremor, not of an engine but of pure, unyielding defiance. Thank you so much for joining me on this leg of the journey. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to stay updated on the saga of the Valkyrie. We'll see you in the next one.